Hello, my name is Esther and welcome to my channel. So today I'll be showing you how to make this adjustable hair bonnet. I learned this from a video here on YouTube, so I'm just going to put the link down. So this was my first try and it came out perfectly well. So if you want to know how to make this bonnet, keep watching. So for this video, this is the material I will be using. So it's 22.5 by 22.5, but you can actually go with any size that you're comfortable with. So I want mine to be small, not too small actually, just medium actually. So if you want it bigger, you can increase it, and if you want it smaller, you can reduce it. But for this one, it's 22.5 by 22.5. So this aside, this is serve as the band, like what we used to wrap it around our head. So the width is actually 6.5 and the length is 72 inches. This is actually less than 72, so that's why I have two of these. So I'm just going to join it, and once I get 72 inches, I'm cutting off the excess. So but for the width is 6.5. Like I said, you can actually go with any size you're comfortable with. So let's sew. So after ironing, I'll be folding it into 4. Now for my radius, I'll be going with 10 inches. So I just marked it here, but let me just do it on the other side to show you guys, because I think that's what the video is for, right? To show you guys. So from here to here, I'll be going with 10 inches. And like I said, you are free to go with any size that you want. So this is just the size that I choose to go with. So feel free to use whatever size that you want. So I'll be marking 10 inches. So now the next thing you want to do is to connect the point where you marked. So this is it. Almost exactly connected. So that's what I did here exactly. So the next part, we are going to be cutting off the excess because we don't need it. So this is what it looks like after cutting it. So I'll be using this circle to cut this satin material that I'll be using inside the bonnet, because we want inside to be satin and outside to be African fabric. So I'm just going to use measurement to cut it off. So after cutting the satin, this is what it should look like. Your circle doesn't really have to be perfect. So now with the right side facing each other, so next we'll fold this into 2. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I'll measure 3.5 centimeters from here. Now I'll just make it 3, sorry, and 2 from here. This is what it should look like after cutting it. So now I'll just go ahead and I'll just sew just this point here. So let me just mark it. I will just sew only that point and I'll be right back. So the next thing, we'll be making little notches around so that we don't have trouble while flipping it. I'm just going to iron it to come out all well. So the next part is for the band. So we are just going to make a gather stitch around here. So gather stitch in the sense that it doesn't have to be tight like this one here. You're just going to make it in a way that you can stretch it. So I'm just going to show you that. So for the strap, I had to iron it to make it easy for me to work with. So basically this is what I did. I ironed both sides and then I folded it. So I'm just going to cut off the ends to the design that I want. If you want the end to be like this, you can leave it like this, but I just want mine to be something a bit fancy, so I'm just going to cut it. So this is how my end is going to be. So for this, you just have to measure your head, round your head. So I measured mine was 21.5. So I really don't know if I have a big head or a small head. Mine is 21, so 21.5. So what I'm just going to do here is I'll just get to the middle of this and I'll just make a quick mark. I'm going to be using half of the 21 to measure both sides. I'm just going to take 10.5 both ways. That's from the middle here that we just made. Made this mark. So from here to here, I'll be taking 10.5. Then from here also, I'll be taking 10.5. So from the middle here to here is 10.5, and from here to here is also 10.5. So I'm just going to sew around here. That's from this 10.5. I'm sewing to the end, leaving this middle part open, and from this other 10.5, also from here to the end. So I'm just going to show you how it looks like. Now you really have to understand that while making your girders, you really have to be very, very careful, because you losing a thread or you cutting a thread equals to you doing it again, and I really believe you don't want to go through that stress again. So you really have to be careful when making the girders. So I am actually done, and I've measured it. It is exactly 21 inches. You want to measure it around here so it fits perfectly to the band or your strap that you're going to attach to. Now for the final part, you want to get the middle. I actually made a mark here. So this is my middle. So remember the middle from the strap that we made. So you just want to attach it to the middle and sew round. Remember, you've already sewn this part, so you just want to make sure that this end fit into this particular side and the other end fits into this other part. So this is just how it's going to look like once we are done. So I'm just going to sew it and show you guys the finished look. So this is the finished look, and I hope you found this video helpful. Please let me know if you would love to try this out, and I also made another one using a different measurement. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.